வெள்ளை கலர்ல இருக்கா? ஆமா அதான் அடுத்த அதை வந்து பேண்ட்
A warm good morning to my fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, and also to the people who connected through online. I welcome you all to the 157th Toastmasters meeting. I am Toastmaster Preetika. I am an engineer and an artist. For those of you wonder what kind of artworks that I do, I can paint your face and draw your face as it is. So today, you will see all my fellow Toastmasters would be in a different costume than what I am wearing. Because I was coming from a function from my relative's house. There are two reasons why I came here today. Because I don't want to miss this session, and also we have an educational speaker. She already sent a 30-second video on WhatsApp. I already got excited what she is going to bring to the table today. And also the second thing, I feel more comfortable. I feel this like my home. So I don't want to miss the meeting. And everybody here has come with the sports costume. So we'll all begin with a small game. I don't know how effective it will be for the people who have joined online, but let's try. Okay. So when I'm going to say run, you all wanted to clap with me. Okay? Ready? Can we start? 1, 2, 3. Run. One time. Okay? So you're good? We'll start. Run. Some of you noted that the last time I did not say the word. So you did not pay careful attention to me. So I request you all to pay attention to the meeting. And I'll start the meeting by first telling the 4 ground rules. The first one, please refrain talking about sex, religion and politics. Please put your mobile phones on silent or mute. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. And also please stay muted unless you are called upon the stage. And you have for the people who are present here physically, you have a restroom here and a dustbin there. You can feel free to use them anytime you want it. And don't forget to enjoy the show. I'll introduce the mission of the Toastmasters, which is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a great self-confidence and personal growth. Without further ado, let me hand over the session to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Kaushik. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Can you just ask people, I think there is a lag in the video when you guys speak. You just ask people in online. There are lag.
So very good morning, Toastmasters. Very good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Much better. So welcome to a Sunday morning and a very special welcome to distinguished Toastmaster Manjuti Manohar. Thank you, ma'am, for coming all the way from Chennai to attend and inflict a change in all of us here today. More than half a century ago, there was a young man. He realized that a group of people lacked one particular skill, and that skill was communication. So he came up with an idea. He said, okay, we'll bring all those people together, put them in a room, and we'll give turns. They will come on stage and speak for a few minutes. And therefore, by doing, they will become better. This person was Ralph C. Smedley. He was the founder of Toastmasters. And more than after a century or so later, we are here with Toastmasters International. And this club is called Vellore Toastmasters Club, a part of Toastmasters International. So what we do here is provide a space for people to improve their communication as well as leadership skill by inviting them on stage, giving speeches, taking turns in meeting roles and so on. So I welcome you all. So as a start, we have three beautiful guests here with us today. So we could start by first having a few introductions from each one of you all. So we could start with you, sir. You could come on stage and say a line or two about yourself.
Just keep your phone. The biggest phone is lagging. Just keep your phone. Your phone.
So hi everyone, I'm Ashish Kumar. Actually, my native is Bihar. Currently, I'm staying here because I'm doing a paramedical course in CNC. That's called as Accident Emergency Care Technology. So currently, I'm in third year. We are just kind of pre-internal labs, so we have to do. Actually, when I came here, so I realized I have this language barrier. Actually, but here, even though like we had also some native language, and here also people are speaking their native language, but still like there is some common languages so like we can communicate. But the problem is that I'm not able to communicate. I'm not able to make communication with other people because I'm very weak in this common language actually. Then I realized that maybe it's something fault in me or probably like I'm unable to do that communication. So I thought, okay, it's fine. So next time I'll do something. I'll try to change my attitude or something where I can improve my skills. Still, I have skills, but only the lacking things communication attitude. So that's why I came here and I want to join this club to just improve myself.
So thank you. Actually, that's the very reason why me and everybody else is part of the club, to improve our skill. Could we have an introduction from you?
Hello sir, hi everyone. I'm Sundar Rajan from Vellore. I'm working in three-guard industries for a sales executive Vellore. So I'm also TEDx watching YouTube every time. So today morning I'll check the Facebook and go Toastmasters club advertisement. So just calling that Bharat, so he explained about the Toastmasters club. And also I'm trying every time I'll check with the outlook. I'm engineering, computer engineer. I'm doing a complete MBA also. But communication skill it's a very level, so I'm not going next level. So my friends also doing the manager category and another category. But my communication skill is a very good, I think so. So I am also searching. So any other is I improve my communication and body language. So in the next level for leadership skill. So that time I watched the advertisement on Facebook, the Toastmasters club. So it's I'm also searching, but so many clubs there. So that club is a business club. So in communication club is in Vellore is first time started. So that day I will watch. So I am very excited. So easily I am also improve my communication and leadership skill. So in attach with this kind of people. So easily body language, anything I improve. So I will that's why I come to in the Toastmasters club. I am also search with YouTube. So many people and after talk with Bharat, I will search with one or from YouTube for Toastmasters, about the Toastmasters, where international, where is the world. So it's a very interesting. So now it's important I come for my communication and leadership only I come.
So it's very true. There are a lot of clubs like Rotary Lions, those are business clubs, BNI. This is a pure education club. So we are only here for one motive, that's to improve our speaking. So can we have an introduction from you?
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
So I am Ramesh. I am native of Vellore. So I am working in Christian Medical College, Vellore for the past 25 years. So I am looking after the administration side of logistics management project campus. So I am always interested in improving myself every now and then. And I am a keen watcher on YouTube, all these TEDx talks. I am towards it actually. I want to improve and I always try to speak like others because I get impressed by looking at others speaking so fluently. But I should also try that. So my passion is towards speaking. I'm interested towards it. I want to learn wherever there is a lacunae in it. So I think this Toastmasters Club will help me a lot. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. So the people that actually join clubs, especially Toastmaster clubs, are people who constantly want to improve. When I joined first and I went to Chennai, we met a lot of wonderful people. They were all career oriented, in high ranks in the company, want to become different, want to become better. So that's the kind of people that this club attracts. So all three of you are here for the right reasons and on the right spot. So welcome. So now, we have achieved a new award today. Can someone tell me what this award is except for the guy who hosted it? What award did we achieve? 5 members. It's called Top Up Toastmasters Award, and our club has been awarded to that. So, huge congrats. A special thanks to Toastmaster Trivedan, our Vice President membership, as well as Toastmaster Bharat, the other person who plays all the roles in the club. So, thanks to both you guys, we've achieved that award. And another thing, in the last 5 weeks alone, we had 9 new members join the club. 9. That's more than 50%. So that puts one thing in point, that this club and its people do a particular good job in improving communication, and that's why people join. So let's keep that up, keep the quality of the meetings up, and let's improve each other and therefore improve ourselves as well. So now, everyone seems smiling, excited. So let's get into the next session of the meeting. So for this, I will now be handing over the stage to a very special person. She's a clinical psychologist for more than 20 years. She's a very charming person. She keeps the liveliness of the club alive. None other than Toastmaster Carolyn. Over to you, Toastmaster Carolyn.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
So here we go. Last week, Kaushik said that for the next few weeks we would want, we're having a crunch on role players. So he told me, can you do Toastmaster of the Day role? I was sitting in the OPD and I was seeing the child, and I was like, what do I talk about? What do I do? Last month I think we did the Pongal celebration. And it's like, we should give opportunity for other people to do, no? And then he said, no, Bharat and Kaushik don't think about it. Then immediately this word flashed on my mind. Because we are all, every now and then Bharat and Kaushik, they keep talking about the competitions that are coming and the competitions that are being, the international speakers competition. So this is what came to my mind, race. So I would like to now ask, what does this word bring to your memory? Race.
Life.
Sorry?
Academy, Ace Academy.
Ace Academy. Okay.
Life.
Life.
Life is a race.
Life is a race. Okay. Ma'am?
Future is a race.
Future is a race.
Goal is a race.
Goal is a race.
Competition.
Competition. Very good. Okay, can you please put the next slide, please? This is what comes to my head. Okay, the race course. And to see the horses gallop, no? It's such a awesome, I've not gone in person, but to even watch it on television, it's like an amazing, amazing thing. So, next slide, please. So, is competition good? Is it good to be competitive?
Yes.
Yes? Why? Why so?
Differentiates you from the others.
Very good.
Without
Anything else?
competition, will be bored.
We'll be bored. We'll be doing the same old, again and again. There is no growth, right? What else?
It gives the opportunity to introspect yourself.
Yeah, you get to know where you stand. Very good, very good. Thank you, sir, for that.
Then products and service. If there's competition between business, we get better products and services as the customer.
As a customer, you have varied choice, and then you will be well informed as to who's doing good, and you can associate yourself with them. Very good. So, next slide, please. Anybody knows what this is? Why is this coming here now? Is it a slide that's been misplaced, misarranged? Anybody know what this is?
It's like the mating ritual.
Ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
The male goes not there.
It's not a peacock. It's a bird with a very funny hairdo. Okay? And sometime back I heard a story of such a bird. What happened is the Nawabs, when they ruled our country, they used to have a very interesting, like we have the cockfight, we have the Jallikattu. They had a kind of a competition between two birds. Now these birds had very funny hairdos, okay? And they would both go and they would fight. And when they fight, one would lose and one would win, right? The one who wins gets a golden cage, it gets a golden crate, and it's fed with kiwi and all exotic fruits. You know what happens to the one that loses? Can anyone take a guess? What will happen? Huh? Before that, there's another thing that happens now. The owner of the bird, these birds are very expensive, mind you. They are worth lakhs of rupees. You can't get a hold of them very easily. What the owner would do is, it would not want it to go for any other competition, therefore its wonderful hairdo is cut off. Okay? You can imagine the kind of humiliation. So when you're in a sport, you're kind of putting yourself in a very vulnerable spot. If you win, you get accolades. If you lose, you experience shame. But the way the story ends is different. What happens is the bird who loses is trying to be optimistic and trying to gain some kind of value education in the whole experience. Losing is not final. Though it loses, what it does is, it sees the brighter side of life. Instead of living in a gold cage and eating all these exotic fruits, now I'm free. I can go and I can explore the world, I can learn newer things than do this ritual of again and again going and getting pecked by another bird and being humiliated. Next slide, please. Okay, except Monish, anybody recognize this girl, this young woman? No. Okay. Next one, please. So this girl, as a young girl, she wanted to climb the Himalayas. Okay? She was an athlete to begin with. And once when she was traveling on the train, someone wanted to snatch off her chain. She put a tough fight. She was very courageous. But what happened is, she got thrown out of the train. And a train had passed by and her leg was completely amputated. The wonderful thing about this girl is that she was in some god-forsaken place where there was no good medical facility. Somebody saw her many hours later. After a long time, they spotted that there was a person like this still alive. She put up a brave fight. They took her to a small dispensary. Okay, and what happened is, by the time it was many hours, and her other leg was actually dangling. So to rescue the rest of her body, what she does is, without anesthesia, she gets it cut. Now this is all very, very sad. But did she climb the Everest? She did it. She did it. And what her uncle told when she was in the hospital bed, is like gold. What he said was, you know what, Arinima, you can still do it with one leg. You can still do it with one leg. And as a para athlete, she went and she reached her goals. So don't let difficult circumstances boo you down. Don't let difficult circumstances, make you lose your hope, your interest, and take your eyes off your goal. Think high. Look for it. Go for it. And let the people who cheer you derive energy from that and go forward. Okay? So, the next slide. It's self-explanational. The slide before Bharat. No competition. Yeah, no competition, no progress. Right? Okay. So now what we're going to do is we in Toastmasters, we have 3 important segments. This is an introduction to the guests. So we have prepared speeches, then we have evaluation, which is the heart, it chisels and makes people better at what they do. And the third is fun session, okay? Table topics. So one is the starter, the next is the biryani, okay? Main course. And the third one is dessert, okay? So for the dessert, we have Dr. Karim, and for and then we have so sorry. We have Bharat, who's our general evaluator, and also I would now like to hand over the stage to the general evaluator to introduce his tag team and also introduce his own role. Over to you, Toastmaster Bharat. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So am I clearly audible and visible? Online people? Yeah, can you give just a thumbs up? Would be better. Let me just have a sip of water. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm audible, right? So great energy, I can feel a little pressure here, but I think it will go off. Right? So what I'm going to do here, I'm playing the role of general evaluator. So any guesses, like the guest present here, what do you think the role of a general evaluator will be? Any guesses that you want to say?
You are evaluating somebody's performance.
Great. Any guesses from yours? Okay, he is almost correct. So and why do you need someone to evaluate? Any reasons you want to specify?
Mistakes.
Yeah, we want someone to correct our mistakes. And not only that, we also need someone to say, when we do something good, we also need someone to say, hey, you have done really good, right? So that it will push you to go to the next level. Well, that's why I am here as a general evaluator for today's meeting. Well, the role of a general evaluator is similar to an army general. Well, I am going to head a committee or a soldier or a troops. They are going to assist me to do this evaluation. Right? Well, actually, I'm not going to say these soldiers to rotate their heads, because they have to keep their heads straight to the stage, and they will do the quantitative evaluation, and they will present a constructive feedback, right? So these people are called the tag team. So tag represents timer, R counter, and grammarian. So firstly, I'd like to call the timer. So to say about this person, so this person is an industrial engineer at AppScope, an USA-based company, and she is also an artist, and she likes to draw and paint all these things. Well, if you ask me to give a better proverb for her, I would say, art is long and time is short. So I would like to call our timer to give her introduction.
Good morning again, everyone. I usually feel like this. mostly humans, they used to live in the past, thinking about mistakes that they made, or else they'll be living in the future, thinking about what should they do next. Mostly we forget to concentrate on the present. I learned this very hard way because I used to think I'll be doing this next year or next week. I used to postpone things. And finally, I decided to improve my communication skill last month and I joined Toastmasters and I'm very happy. I'm in the present moment. Also, to make our present to be more beautiful and productive, we should always have an eye on the time that we are spending on things. So today as a timer, I will record the time that we are going to spend on every section of the meeting, and I will come again later to tell you whether we did our best or not. As Toastmaster Carolyn told, we have 3 sections. The first is prepared speeches. For that, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. So to keep the track of time, I'll be showing this green card at the 5th minute, and I'll show this yellow card on the 6th minute, and this red card on the 7th minute. And also speakers will get a buffer time of 30 seconds before and after I show this red and green card. And the second segment is table topic. For that, the time limit is 2 minutes. 1 to 2 minutes. At first minute, I'll show green card, and at the 1 minute 30 second, I'll show yellow card, and at the second minute, I'll show red card. They will also get a buffer time of 30 seconds only after I show this red card. And the last part is individual speaker evaluator. For that, the time limit is 2 to 3 minutes. At the second minute, I will show green card, and at the third 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'll show yellow card, and at the end of 3 minutes, I'll show red card. They will also get a buffer second before and after I show red and green card. Thank you. I'll hand over the session to the gender evaluator.
Thank you, Daniel, for your beautiful introduction. And now I'd like to call a person who's going to play the role of our counter to say about this person. Well, he is an MBBS graduate and he has secured All India rank first in FMGE, which is considered to be one of the toughest examinations. Well, it's none other than Toastmaster Karim Jaffa for you.
Thank you to Toastmasters for the intro. I will be noting down these overused words or any killer sound. It can be like and, so, but, and you know. So at the end of this session, I will be giving my report on this. Thank you.
Thank you, Akanda, for your wonderful introduction. And now I'd like to call the grammarian. Well, to say about the grammarian, he is a cloud security specialist at IBM, and he is a person who joined IBM at the age of 18. Well, it's none other than Toastmaster Monish for you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat, and sorry for the delay. I was expecting something to go right, but I'm not sure why it wasn't related. So, as a grammarian, I have 2 tasks. The first task is to look out for the grammatical mistakes in the speeches as well as during the sentence. My main task is to introduce the word of the day. What is the word of the day? The word of the day is some vocabulary words that we try to implement in our speeches as well as in various sections. So the word of the day is jam. So as you can see, that has 2 meanings or 2 uses. When it is used as a noun, it refers to this one, a small arrow thing. And when it is used in a verb sentence, it means, as you can see here, maybe you can't see here,
to move or make something move suddenly and quickly in a certain direction. So that is the meaning of dart. So for example, a rabbit darted towards a field, or the runners darted towards a finishing line. To be the example, I want some try from the audiences to use the dart or darter.
When the grammarian mentioned the word darter, by that the eyes of the audience darted across the probably confusion that we might be called on the stage.
That was a good example, ma'am. And any else? Anything else? Anyone else?
The Toastmaster of the day mentioned my name to come up on stage. I darted as I was afraid of the stage.
So we had three examples, and as a grammarian, I'll put up a report at the end, and I'll hand over the stages to Toastmaster. Thank you, grammarian, for your wonderful explanation about your role. Well, we have one more role, which is how many of you have the habit of reading news or seeing news channels? Great. Yeah. So in today's meeting, we have a person who is going to play the role of newsmaster, and it's again Toastmaster Karim job.
So, RBI took action against the ATM bank because of the data breaches, the ABC issues, and the money laundering, and the RBI had stopped any transaction after February 29th. Annual status of educational report, the 2023, it was conducted in 26 states all over the India. Over half of the youth is studying in the basic mathematics. Over 57% studied with three-digit division, and also over 40% were not able to use this simple ruler. Also, only 57% can read a simple sentence in English. Also, remember this, all are like third standard or fourth standard words depending on youth of age 14 to 18. India is the most depressed country with the highest number of anxiety and also the bipolar cases. According to National Center for Biotechnological Information, there are 20 crore people in our country who are suffering from mental disorders. Over one fourth of India are under mental stress. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karim, for letting us know the current affairs. Well, I think when the grammarian said the word of the day as dot, I could now able to find why this courier services are named as E dot or V dot. Right? Thank you for giving us this wonderful word of the day. Well, yeah. So with this, my tag team's introduction is done, and me and my team will be presenting our report at the end of this session. And now I'd like to hand over the stage to the Toastmaster.
Right. So now, as promised, we go to the segment where any guesses? The prepared speeches. Okay, starting with the starters. So, before I call the first speaker on stage, I would like to call upon the speaker's evaluator. So, the speaker's evaluator, the first speaker is Toastmaster Kaushik Sridhar, and Toastmaster Bharat Nandagopal is his evaluator. A little introduction about Toastmaster Bharat. He's a structural steel engineer who works in Bengaluru. Okay, but he's here every week. Now there might be no session also, but Bharat will come to the venue. He'll open. He'll make sure everything is there, and he may give a speech to whoever is around, and he may go. So that is the level of dedication we find in our past president, Toastmaster Bharat Nandagopal. Other very what is that? Interesting things about him I asked, because we are like usually giving the same intro. So he's a die-hard fan of Rohit Sharma. Okay, he loves to go for jogs in his head. Okay, he's still sleeping and he is jogging. Not a great fitness enthusiast, but he loves watching cricket, and he said that he is yet to go to the stadium and really cheer his favorite team. So that's the introduction about Toastmaster Bharat. Now I would like to introduce the speaker I would now give the stage to the evaluator to come on stage and to give the speech objectives. Over to you, Bharat.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So my topic speaker, Toastmaster Kaushik, well, he is going to do his level 1 project 4. Actually, the speech objective for this is he has given a speech previously and he is going to implement the feedback that he has received on the previous speech, and he is going to make his speech better. And as an evaluator, I'll be looking for the speech elements like the body language, gestures, the structure of the speech, and I'll present my report when I'm called upon. With this, over to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, so now I would like to introduce the speaker for today, who is Kaushik Sridhar. He is our president and he's a businessman from Vellore. He's a very, very enterprising person and the heartbeat of the Vellore Toastmasters Club at the moment. You can see him jogging in the morning, and he's not just a jogger. I don't know, the picture is not very clear, but he's a boxer too. Okay, and his favorite weapon is not just, he once came and he thought he's pulling out a gun, but he pulled out a book which was by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And but he also has a flair for boxing, and now I would like to read out the speech title. Toastmaster Kaushik Sridhar, Dangerous Freedom over Peaceful Slavery. Dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. Over to you, Kaushik Sridhar.
If everybody in a room thinks in the same way, then someone isn't thinking. Very true, isn't it? We have a problem, ladies and gentlemen. Not that everybody in a room is thinking the same way, but generations of people think in the same way. So this right here is a painting done by my sister, who happens to be a doctor. So now, when she was doing her second year of MBBS, whenever she used to come on a holiday or take a break from her studies, I noticed she would sit down, take out a canvas and start painting. I was like, I told her, you can leave all this MBBS and become a painter. Because you see, these walls aren't painted. But she'd say, mind your own business, Kaushik, and I would do it. So, years passed, she was now in her final years of her MBBS. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, I saw her struggle. Struggle to study. She would study day and night. No sleep whatsoever. And she'd drink coffee on top of coffee on top of coffee. But yet, when she had a break, she would sit down, take out a canvas, paint or sculpt. I was a bit older, So I sat down, I was like, Kriti, listen. You don't listen to what anybody tells you or anybody thinks. Alright? I will buy you equipment. I will set up video and everything. All you do is sit and sculpt and paint. We will put it on internet. Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube. We will gain followers together. 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. You will start getting viewership revenue, ad revenue. People will buy your art. You will start getting commission art. You don't have to make money, but if you do, you will make more as an artist than as a doctor in a very short time, and you will also be happy. She's like, oh shit, I already finished 4 years of my life in this medicine. I was like, so what? You still have a half a century to live. She was about 25 or 23 years old at that time. And she was like, you're very irritating. Don't tell me anything. You mind your own business. And so I did. Years passed. She was now in her PG. Postgraduate, she was doing MS ENT. She was cutting necks, stitching it back up, taking tonsils, putting it back inside. She's treating cancer patients. They have maggots in their face. She's treating them. And when I said during her MBBS, she had no sleep whatsoever, I was exaggerating. Okay? Here, she literally had no sleep whatsoever. 36-hour shifts. 36-hour shifts. We have 24 hours in a day. She has 36-hour shifts. So one day I was driving her back from her college, from Kolar back to Vellore, and she was sleeping all the way. She comes home, she sits down, she goes has a nice very hot bath. She's all sleep deprived, she comes and sits on the sofa. She pulls out a canvas and she starts painting. I was like, yo, Kriti. I leaned on the sofa, I was like, I told you back then, you should have taken this. She's like, I know, now you don't try to complicate me, please go. You see the problem, ladies and gentlemen. But that time and that moment, I realized this society gained a competent doctor, but at the cost of a passionate artist. We have this problem. Because just imagine, you are 31 years old. You are 31 years old, you are a cricket player, you always wanted to be a cricket player all your life. You are now 31, a successful cricket player, the wicket-keeper of the Indian cricket team. You are also the captain of your own IPL team. You are rich and famous. You cannot go to the mall because if you do, there's a crowd outside. But yet, you come back to your house, your mother is there, and she tells, why don't you finish your 30 papers that you have in college and you can get your degree. This is a reality, gentlemen. This is not an imagination. This is the story of KL Rahul, the wicket-keeper of the Indian cricket team, the captain of the Lucknow Giants, I believe. So, in this generation, we've all been brainwashed to believe that we have a certain way to live. That you have to do this, this and this, or else you are not acceptable. You have to do your MBBS, your PG, your fellowship, you have to work in CMC or Narui, or you have to do your BTech, not an MTech, but MBA, and then work in one of the man companies, or anything down the line. This is an idea that we've been put all across. Is it not?
Yes.
It is. So this is a problem. What's the solution? The solution is to be like KL Rahul. Do not worry about what anyone says or thinks about you. Literally. Because what they think or say about you is nothing but a fart in the wind in the cosmos of time. It doesn't matter. What matters is you. And if you do give in to this construct that has been put there, you lose yourself. You will lose the very interest that you have. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, live dangerous. Do not worry about what anybody says or thinks about you. You have your interest, go ahead and do it. Be among the very few that impact the many. Toastmaster.
Cheerleader, cheerleader.
Thank you.
That was awesome, wasn't it?
Yes.
I think you need to educate the mothers. No? You should start there. Not ask about the 30 years. No? Jeene do. Let us live. Okay. Let's have 1 minute of silence for the evaluator. Can you please tell me 1 second is elapsed? So now we would like to call the next speaker. Before we call the next speaker, I would like to call upon the speaker's evaluator, Toastmaster Monish. So Toastmaster Monish is also from the business fraternity, and he gives a lot of very important ideas about money management to people like us, no? In 45s, and he gives us sound advice. He's in his 20s. So much to learn from Monish. He's also a cricket fan, and amazingly, both the evaluator and the speaker are Dhoni fans. And I really liked what he has put up, no? The words of Dhoni. His best life lesson from Dhoni's life was calculated risks. And I think he goes out there and he takes a lot of risks. So over to you, Toastmaster Monish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Caroline, for our wonderful introduction. So my target speaker is glorious Project 2 of level 1, and yes, I will be evaluating him on a generalized basis. So I hope we will touch the base, and I hand over the stage back to you.
So now I would like to call the second speaker for today, Toastmaster Kalaimani. So he's a banker by profession, he loves to travel, and I like this Dhoni quote as well. A loss makes you humble. So much to learn from great minds like this. So Toastmaster Kalaimani, please come on stage. All the best. So Toastmaster Kalaimani, imagining the future and goal setting. Imagining the future and goal setting. Over to you, Toastmaster Kalaimani.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, as usual, I would like to start with my favorite quotation. The beautiful thing about learning, nobody takes it away from you, said by B.B. King. So, as my style, I want to start with small activity, an activity coach. So, I request everyone, please close your eyes. Breathe in deeply Breathe out slowly. Just think about your first goal. How you achieve it. Then slowly and gently open your eyes. Yes. Yeah. I have a question for you. Do you have any goal in your life? So what was your first goal? Have you achieved it? So my question is,
I wanted to pass 10.
achieved it? Yeah, that's great. So who is next? Any volunteers? Yes, sir.
There was a stage in my life where I wanted to bring up my children, 2 children, educate them and then put them in a job and get them married. That was a very big goal, very long time goal. I achieved it.
Yeah, that's great, sir. Great. So any person, volunteers? Best?
There are so many goals, what to say. They have not been achieved.
First goal, first goal.
First goal, as sir said, picking up the children. What I wished to put them in the best college, I put them. So that goal is achieved.
Yeah, that's great. So I'm really happy. I'm really excited about your first goal achieved. But my story was entirely different. So there was a big banyan tree in front of my house, which was 200 years old tree. I loved it, I played it, I grew up in the tree. So I never and ever forget about the tree. So I would like to say my first goal when I was a teenage, I wanted to become a chartered accountant. I told my family and I told my teachers, they told me, no Kalai, become a teacher is very good for you, your life settled fully, don't think about C and R. So I was very confused. Then I decided, anyway, my teachers, guru, experienced person, then I decided I joined BA English Literature and BA as a teacher. I completed, but my first goal was not a time. Anyway, my second goal is something different. I studied and designed myself as a lecturer, but I started a photography shop. I wanted to be a professional freelance photographer. I opened a shop at the age of 23. I opened a photo shop in my place. Everybody teased him. He studied well, but he opened a shop. So that time I thought, okay, I'm good at photography, why should I not do it? So when I was 25, I loved one girl in my area. It was once I loved. This is also failure. Then I decided, I appointed 5 brokers, 5 marriage brokers in various places. One was at my native place, second one was Arcad, third one was Karpadi, fourth person was from Trintani, and fifth guy from Vietnam. So then I joined, luckily I went to the engineering college for my cousin's son admission. The principal asked me, what are you? What is your education? I told him I'm an MPhil and B.Ed. He told me, are you looking for any job? No, because I'm an entrepreneur. I don't think about it. Then he offered me, would you like to join this job, lecturer? I was surprised. I was wondered. I don't know about teaching. I do not have experience. I'm a fresher, just entrepreneur. What can you ask you? He told me, I think you fit for the role. Then I went to the model class. I had been selected. Then I started my professional career as a college lecturer. I worked 2-3 years down the line. Then I decided. Meanwhile, I was searching for my partner with the 5 brokers. So that time, so many negotiations I went. So some parent interviewed me. So what was your salary? I told him just 25,000. It is not enough here. I told him I did some freelance photography. I did some agency. I told them my income will be 50 years. They don't believe me. Then I asked my friend, Mr. Ilongovan, Acha, I want to be bank employee. He told me, why? You are very comfortable, na? Why you want to jump into the sales? I asked him, I want money. My salary would make more than 50 now. Yeah. He told me, just come the interview. I attended the interview. Luckily, I'm also selected in the back end. I worked 2-3 years down the line. Then I realized my final goal, I want to be a trainer because I attended a couple of training in my banking experience. I want to be a trainer. I decided I went a couple of interviews that rejected me because I don't have enough experience in training. I had certain experience in teaching, but I don't know training. So finally, at the age of 33, I met my mentor. His name called Mr. Narasimha Rao. He was a trainer from HSBC Bank from Chennai. He guided me, he supported me a lot. He taught me very nicely what was training. He taught me soft skill training and goal setting, everything. Then finally I achieved my goal. I became a trainer. So that is first achievement in my goal. And then finally, so goal setting is a very, very important process. Goal setting plays a vital role in our life. So every person think about their goal. I want to say only one thing. So goal setting very simple, meaning smart. The goal should be very smart. S stands for anyone. S stands for the goal should be very specific. And M stands for it should be measurable. And A stands for very good. Achievable. R stands for realistic. Excellent. And final one, T stands for time bound. Excellent. So finally I set my goal. Now I would like to retire at the age of 50. I'm on the way, very close to my retirement goal. So thank you everyone. Get back to you. Thank you.
What about the 5 brokers? You achieved the goal?
Let's have 1 minute of silence for the speaker's evaluator. That was an awesome speech.
Hi, I heard that the audio was not audible. Could we check now? You can type in text for the people online. Nice with the mic. Okay, guys, so when speaking, let's keep this mic close.
Okay. That's why probably some.
So, this is better.
Speak it from there because you spoke from there.
Is this better?
Come here, come this side.
Better now?
Dip your voice.
Make them unmute and say
Dip your voice.
it. Make them to unmute and say it. Like they are
Is it
saying
better?
it's better.
It's the problem is really found here.
Can you guys hear me?
Ask them to type yes.
Can you guys hear me? Can you type yes if audible? Or you can unmute yourself. Hi guys, you guys can unmute yourself.
You can keep.
It was previously there. Yeah, can you guys check whether the audio is clearly audible? Just give a thumbs up in the chat box or you can unmute and say. Yeah, so I'm getting a thumbs up. I think we are good.
Next slide. So we are in the theme of, everybody's forgotten about the theme after hearing the two prepared speeches, right? Okay, now back to the race. Okay? Everybody knows this person, and the caption itself tells his feat, what his achievement is. That's not my question. Which country does this man belong to? Super. Jamaica. What else do you know about Usain Bolt? Fastest athlete in the world. That's there. That's there. Anything more than what the picture says?
In this
He
last
lost
race,
his.
in this last race, he lost.
Very good. That was right. So
His first race.
2011, yes, his first race, he had made it to the Olympics. You know how difficult that is to get to the Olympics? It's not a small thing. He worked so hard, he had gone to the Olympics, and what happened?
Made a fall.
I don't have a gun. And what did he do? Before the shot, few microseconds before the shot, he ran. What happened? They called it off. Called it off. He was disqualified. Okay? That to an athlete is the most humiliating experience of all. Even if he loses, it's alright. He's participated. But not being able to participate is the worst that an athlete could face. This man comes back again the very next year and he makes world record. Nobody has broken this record yet. So, with this note, let's take a short break and we'll be back after just 10 minutes. Okay?
I think we have broken his record.
He couldn't. I think he couldn't break his next record. It became, he had, first was 9.5 something and the next was 10 point something. He couldn't break his own record, that's what I think.
Somebody broke it. I'm not sure.
Is it?
Not
Okay, but the thing was like, he was disqualified and he came back. That
Not
was,
that. That was
It is now mentioned to people that we are having a break.
those who are online, we would like to take a 10 minutes break and get back. Yeah, so all of you can join after 10 minutes. Thank you very much.
you are planning to update topics and get education. You can say, he will move the slides.
Wedding rings forward.
Actually,
Can you keep it on a chair so that I can read the message?
we can't come because wire is not that length.
Wire is very short.
Yeah.
Your goal
Right,
will be achieved.
This is for the
This is
covering the skin.
Yeah.
the whole thing you work.
We can.
It's purely.
So you want to walk every time and train by
You
yourself,
don't
right?
talk anything except reading, writing, listening, speaking.
Cover is 1 minute. It will be like very
All the things
control it. By the time I say next itself 10 seconds.
Once you take up the road,
Yeah, I know I can hear so that I can see.
Can we keep it on top of that and keep
listening
this
skills.
elsewhere?
No, that.
Why?
You're taking up projects and writing, you're writing, you're talking, you're speaking.
Even either, if it's just one slide, then I'll ask.
You
can use any digital map. Instead of you
Post.
every time.
Yes, ma'am, you can do this.
Yeah.
If you do this, you will shift the slide.
What do you like according to your profession, business, administrator.
Because
That means in
I
everything.
don't know like very couple.
It's in everything you have 6 stages.
Even maybe
One project and you put it up.
that's fine.
Then you have competition.
You want to come
They win the competitions and then they can grow.
I have one slide on that alone.
For you, it will be very helpful.
When I introduce one slide is there. Then we will be no need to. I will be from this.
No.
This happens every week. Every Sunday. I was the time 11, 11, what is the online? So you're not able to come like what? You can participate online. You can participate also. They are able to participate. Yeah. That will be projected on the screen. Projected in the speech.
Yeah. Okay.
So only the result.
From that,
Each level is
you are called
group is a group leader, very interesting. You go into Toastmasters, what are the levels, what are the topics, the levels, you get everything.
I'm not getting you are more.
There is a questionnaire. So if you answer the questionnaire, that itself will choose you which topic you are interested and you are recommend you to take. Pathways.
Yeah.
Those are called pathways. What are you doing, sir? There was working as a general manager in several automobile companies in India. I started my career with Honda 2-wheeler. When I was general manager for Force Motor, Tempo Club. And I worked for my class. I worked for Ape Auto. when I worked for Anga class. In between, I was looking into teaching, and I was the chief coordinator for Meet My Competition Academy. So during those times, I was master the IIT coaching started. So I worked for Sunday. The son lives in US, so going in 6 months and then coming back to do the job, then you get something else that keeps on doing that. But if the COVID would be, I don't know, that is over.
Yeah, can you guys just say hi?
Both of them studying.
Say something.
Hi. Hi. Keep it second.
Guys, say some hi. Say something.
Actually looking for such a platform here in Vellore. Because it was not available anywhere. Actually, I was the one who started this 6 years back. My son was the first person to join. Okay, so he asked me to join this class. And there was no such a problem. So I went to the VIT, they said, no, you cannot join that way. If you want to start a club, you start it. They give you some. So with the help of VIT students, they started a club. 5 years back. It was 5 years ago. No, 5 years. One of us came on Facebook yesterday. He said, okay, we were not using much of media before. I think it's necessary. It's mandatory that people get know some things are available for them. Yeah. And it should be, I think, by word of mouth, it should spread.
In Chennai, there are a lot of clubs. The thing is, people search for the word because a lot of people they know. But when it comes to Vellore, people want to learn, but they don't know where or what it is. So we have to go on social media and
I think the great idea is to social media. People are aware about Toastmasters, but they don't know how to access it.
that's one more thing. But very few in our place, but people are there who want to learn, but they don't know the medium or things.
And Toastmasters is not just for public speaking, it is for leadership. Most people don't understand whether they are being a Toastmaster for at least 5 years. They think about speaking, but without them being aware, there will be a change. It's like you go as an actor. After some time, you learn about camera angle, you learn about direction, you learn about production and all. So many actors later become directors and producers. So the public speaking is just like acting, it's only one aspect. But the most important things are behind it. Now he is learning as he is the president. As a president, you are learning, right?
Actually, a lot of learning.
Yeah. And also, he has to ensure that everyone comes on it. See, he has invited all of these people relying on me. What if I wake up late at I'm from Chennai, so if I don't land up, just think.
I didn't worry about it. I didn't worry.
I started at 5, I told I didn't say let's say the, I started at 4:30 from home. But the thing is, he's the leader. I am not answerable. He has to face the public. I will not be here.
Something told me that ma'am will come next.
These people are very perspective. Real crowd, if you keep, they will.
Yeah.
So that's where the leader has to
There are multiple tools, actually. Either way, you can log in from this. Sir, we have we log in is
Because I was changing it as per the days I got it. So I'll change it. That will not.
we can create a post.
You have the
I can take any one.
What you want to QWER word. 1, 2, 3.
So what is the specialized area of doctors?
MSD.
This is all the Toastmasters are the
Cancer.
same.
That's why I got
Cancer, face cancer.
We have speakers, we have suggestions, we have
Yeah, tell her, I got her colors. I'm going to send it to Kola. An old kit I got.
and then you have a table topic, maybe a topic. This session week, evaluate these and overall evaluations. And then these strategies, they find out what the stars and their children so that you
Monish has to go there and start recording.
Because actually it is
so that means these three places.
called
But after that, okay. Next.
what is called the first key?
I think
Right. No. This is the motivation.
after that.
You can speak about it.
I hope everybody is refreshed after the break. Sorry guys who are joining us online. We had nice samosas and sweets. Sorry we couldn't share that. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay. So now,
It's like that's why I was taking this.
okay, we're back. All right. So now we would like to call upon our guest speaker for the day, distinguished Toastmaster Manju K. Manohar. So she attributes her success as a coaching leader, as a best-selling author on Amazon, and a professional speaker, all to Toastmasters. She's been with Toastmasters for the last 10 years. She is a Worthwin Maximize coach, rated as top 100 coaching leaders by Times Accent. She is a multi-award winning author who has served as an award-winning area director and chief judge for District ISC. She is currently serving for the third time as president at UK-based Toastmasters Club. She has been chief judge for multiple contests in India, the Middle East, and in the UK. We are so glad to have you here, ma'am. Over to you.
Good evening, one and all.
Good evening.
Good evening. So today we are going to look at how to leverage Toastmasters in your career and business. By the way, thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, for that wonderful introduction. It's a privilege for me to be standing in this club, and that too in front of a person whom I admire a lot, Toastmaster Anandan, who has been the past president of this club much before COVID, right? Yeah, so he's there, and the moment I heard that it's his club and they need support, I said yes. And that was Toastmaster Bharat, and he had attended the IPP training, for which I was the officer as well, training officer as well. So it's a pleasure to be here, meeting all of you, and also enjoying the Vellore weather. So now let's start off. Hope you can see the screen. So if you see there, you will see two Manjus. Hope you can hear me. The online people, you can put in the chat window, and Bharat will help if you're able to actually see me and hear me properly. If you can see the two photos, right? One of the me's which you see in Chudar with shoulders hunched is the version before Toastmaster President role, and the other version is after Toastmasters president role. So is it a medical miracle where the spine gets erect or the shoulder gets this? I do have autoimmune arthritis, but Toastmasters does not cure autoimmune arthritis or spinal changes, etc. But it's just improvement in confidence. Like when you are happy with yourself, you learn to put up your head high, but in a humble manner. I thought only if I hunch, I'll be humble before Toastmasters. After Toastmasters, I realized like a tree stands tall in nature, we can put up our head high, but in a humble manner. Tree will always be humble because it will be laden with fruits, right? So that is something I learned in Toastmasters from my mentors. Now let's go on to the next slide. Okay, this is a question for you. So I would need everyone in the online as well to respond to this. Okay, so that is why I put it like a multiple choice question. You might have some dream to achieve some post in your career, or maybe if you are a business person or an entrepreneur, you might want to achieve some targets, right? So what is that position or what is that target that you wanted to achieve, and what stopped you or what is stopping you from achieving the same? Can you put in the options? Can you see the slide, everyone online? So offline also you can start telling options. Yeah. Option A, are you able to see that? Can you just check, Kaushik? Yeah. You're not able to see the slide? Are you able to see the slide properly? Couldn't see the slide. So we'll need to move it closer, or the slide need to be shared. Yeah. So slide has been shared. Can you see that? Okay. Can you see that now? Yes, very good. So can you put in your options? Is it lack of time, personal and professional commitments, lack of focus, laziness, nervous about meeting people, lacking certain skills, fear of failure? A, B, C, D, E, F. It could be any other option as well. I want to hear from both online offer. C. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am doesn't have anything. Okay. Okay, so guess, can you hear from you? Sundar sir, yeah. Which option?
C.
C. Sir, B, okay. D, okay. So option F, option D, online people, Rajiv, Semina, Pooja, thank you so much for responding. Wonderful. Okay, others also can put in their answers. Monish, you too can. If you also are suffering from, any girlfriend failure, anything like that, you know whom to contact now. The person with 5 brokers. I mean, I'm seeing for the first time a human being who hired 5 brokers to get married. Sir, were you really that desperate? After marriage also, I wanted to understand, is he really okay with that decision? Okay, so we'll move on to the next slide now. So thank you so much for that wonderful response. So if you look at it, what holds you back, right? Many people, there are many fears, many constraints, personal, professional commitments, sometimes lack of time, sometimes, certain other challenges. Like say, at one point of time, I want to write a book, my mother-in-law had cancer. Of course, that's not the time to be selfish and devote to my goals. I had to concentrate on my family, right? So we have certain circumstances which are within our control, certain things which are not within our control. But if you see, we have this survey results, okay? They say that people who are in salaried jobs, so Kaushik, since you are a business person, you might also want to know, because your employees may ask for salary hike to you. Okay, so why don't people push for the salaries they want? Because it's unpleasant. 19% think that. 15% think that it's lack of confidence. They are not confident enough to go up and ask for a salary hike. 15% think lack of negotiating skills, and someone like there could be people who think if I go and ask for a hike, maybe they'll put me on the layoff list. That fear is also there if you're having a private job, particularly, right? That fear is also there. Or people might think, oh, is this person so greedy? Can you not be happy? And sometimes, what management says, you should take up, when you ask for salary hike, they say take up yoga and meditation. You'll be able to, you'll be able to live happily with what you have, limited salary. Okay, so next slide. So the harsh reality is that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is a quote by Jim Rohn. And in our life also, if you are spending a lot of time with people who are into running, we'll also be looking at running. If you're spending more time with people like Monish and seeing their biceps, then next time we look at our biceps, we'll be like, okay, probably I should also go to gym. Kaushik is also having biceps. Bharat is also having biceps. Oh my God, ma'am, are you also having biceps? Oh my God, I think we need to, yeah, we need to work on it, right? Our timer and the grammarian Monish, right? He's like role model. So our counter Karim and timer Pritika and myself, we join gym and start working on. So what happens is we think like the people whom we hang out with. So the best and easiest way to change your life will be to not abandon your wife, parents, siblings. Please don't quote me anywhere. I didn't say that. Keep them, retain them, because they are your family. But friends, keep the friends also, but add new friends, add new people to your connections who are from Toastmasters or from Rotary or from people whom you want to admire. For example, you want to be a cricketer, surround yourself with people who are from that field. Automatically you'll start getting tips. They'll send WhatsApp codes related to Rohit Sharma or all those Virat Kohli's secret training regimen, etc. So we need to surround ourselves with the right kind of people. And the easiest and cheapest way, it's not Rotary. I was in Rotary. The fees for Rotary was little higher. Toastmasters is cheaper than that. Okay, so we'll go to the next slide now. So the advantages of joining Toastmasters: number one, the average of 5 people whom you are going to spend your time with will now start changing. Okay, keeping your family and friends intact. Now you'll have more people who are having the desired values, growth mindset that you are looking at. Now the issue with this is, there are 2 aspects of Toastmasters. One is, of course, L for leadership. Okay, it helps you enhance your leadership skills. Now, this is like that iceberg, bottom part of the iceberg. You can't see it. If you are in Toastmasters for 6 months, 1 year, no, it won't be visible like that biceps of Monish. It's really, I'm like feeling, feeling like, oh my God, my muscles are so bad, I'm feeling inferiority complex looking at his grammarian's muscles. When he was saying the word of the day is dart, he's like flexing his muscles and doing it. Next time we'll also do it, Pritika, don't worry. Okay, so leadership skills will be a gradual change. It won't be like muscles. Okay, but communication skills will be actually more easy to develop. That means, yes, if you go hit the gym for a few days, maybe 1 month, Monish, can we see improvement of 1 inch, half inch? 1 centimeter? 1 centimeter, half centimeter, 2-3 months. Okay, 6 months. Similarly, for communication, if you practice for 6 months, definitely improvement in public speaking skills seen. But leadership skills takes more time. It won't be visible like the bicep. There are certain muscles in the back and all, right? You have to work for 2 to 3 years, only then you'll even know that there are muscles like that, right? Yeah. My husband, by the way, he's a scientist. He trains under a Mr. World, so he told me all this. Yeah. So anyway, from my family, I've sent one person to the gym, right? One is enough. Fees is too much. Yeah. So now let's look at some Smedley's quote. Who's Smedley, by the way? All Toastmasters you can answer. Semina, I know you know the answer. Semina is from Ireland, by the way. She's a Toastmaster. Semina, you know the answer, right? Ralph Smedley. Yes, she knows the answer. 1924, he did something. What did he do? It was not Oppenheimer, not nuclear bomb or anything like that. Pritika is thinking. Okay, no. What is it? What did he do? 1924. Started the first Toastmasters Club or the first ever Toastmasters meeting. Okay, Ralph Smedley. Now let's have a look at this great man's quotes. Okay, the first one. Whatever your grade or position, if you know how and when to speak and when to remain silent, I repeat, when to remain silent, your chances of real success are proportionately increased. Anyone in a job, will you agree? Sometimes you need to keep silent also. When your boss is telling some stupid stuff, hey boss, whatever you said is stupid, that's it. You understood, right? You're in the next layoff list. You're not going to get your promotion, right? Sometimes you need to remain silent. The next slide. Let's look at, we learn best in moments of enjoyment. Just some time back, we had two great speakers. In fact, they were Kaushik and of course KS sir. I call him KS because he gave KS Story 1 and KS Story 2 is about how he used 5 brokers and got married. And is he still married? So how is his wife treating him? All those details will come in KS2, like PS2, okay? Next series. Okay, so I call him KS2 and Kaushik. So we saw that, right? So when we are listening to them, we were enjoying. When we saw this madam doing cheerleading, we were enjoying. When we saw Preetika at the beginning, she was like trying to motivate us by saying run, race and all, right? At that time we were enjoying. Whenever we are enjoying, we'll be learning best. Okay, so next time, forget your school teachers where, you slept through the lessons. In Toastmasters, we will not allow you to sleep. You will have to do activities. In fact, you should prevent us from sleeping. You will be on the stage. Next slide, please. Yeah. Okay, so this is again, real communication is impossible without listening. I think if you just listen to, read all these quotes by Ralph Smedley itself, so much of life lesson in that, right? Isn't it? Real communication is impossible without listening. Anyone who is married, please raise your hands. You know, you're not yet married, yes. Yeah. Do you agree, sir? Real communication is impossible without it. Anyone who has a manager, please raise your hands. Okay, Kaushik doesn't have a manager. So you agree? Preetika? Yes. And another one is the unprepared speaker has a right to be afraid. Yes, Ralph Smedley says that if you are going unprepared, then you should be afraid. But if you are prepared like anything and if you have the entire club boosting your morale, then you don't have to be afraid. Look at them, how they delivered their speech. Did it look like KS' first speech? Did it look like KS1 first speech? It looked like some Mandatnam blockbuster movie. But part 2 is not there. That's all. Right? We'll move on to the next slide. Okay. So now I have a question for you. Non-Toastmasters. Okay. Toastmasters, Semina, Pooja and Rajiv. John and all, kindly don't answer if you are a Toastmaster. The question is, leaders are born or made? Only guests can answer this. Leaders are made. Oh, they're also agree. See, these guests are like already like, they are in the Toastmasters mode. Where leader, or did you see a tagline where leaders are made? Toastmasters where leaders were. Tell me the truth. Okay, very good. Then they are really intelligent people, right? They're thinking like Ralph Smedley. Leaders are not born. Leaders are made. Some leaders are born, okay? From birth, I've seen some children. By age 1, 2, 3 itself, they know how to talk, how to, negotiate with their parents, grandparents, etc. Some children would be there, right? They know how to do it. You'll see a baby who's just, 1 or 2 months old. It'll, talk, it'll, talk, it'll, 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 bring down the entire hospital ward with its cries. He's like a, born leader. It's like, I want attention. Maybe a junior Trump in the making, unless we train him. Okay, there are people like, there are also sweet this, but many children, if you see, by nature, they're not leaders. They are like independent, free souls. But leadership is something which we can train them for. So that's why we say leaders are actually made. So these are some thoughts for you. Okay, leadership is an ongoing process of social influence and inspiration to bring out the best of every individual and make most of them. Do you agree or not? All of you agree? I think very agreeable crowd today. Next slide. Okay, when it comes to leadership of our future doesn't depend on what we were born with, but on the experiences, situations, and opportunities we have. Do you agree? It's not what we are born with that matters, but the experiences, opportunities, and of course situations that we have, and of course the way we handle situations, right? We have Toastmaster Anandan with us. I didn't tell you the story about him, right? He had actually gone through some crisis a few years back, 20 years back, right? His business had failed, and from zero he actually again became a hero. He actually went to crorepati status, turned around his business, etc. So there are people, it's not that they are made billionaires, Ambanis or Adanis. They actually make their life with by dint of hard work. Okay. Yes. So leaders are made, and the steps for a leader, hope online people, can you see that? It is hard work, opportunities, challenges, trial and error, resilience, disappointment, risk, confidence, and successful lead. I'm just reading it out because the slide may be little unclear for the online people. Offline people, you can see it clearly. We'll go to the next slide. So leaders are made, they are not born. This was told by Vince Lombardi. Okay, he said that they are made by hard effort, which is the price which all of us must pay to achieve any goal that is worthwhile. In fact, our Toastmaster of the day also speaking about goals. I think Case was also speaking about goals, smart goals and all that, right? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time-bound goals. Of getting married using 5 brokers and all that. Okay, I'm just pulling your leg because that was too humorous. That speech was seriously unforgettable. Yes. So now let's look at why Toastmasters. This is for people who are new to Toastmasters. But Semina, Pooja, Rajiv and John, if you are Toastmasters, you can always tell, no, I don't agree with any of these statements. Okay. There are 6 statements written here. Number 1 being, Toastmasters help us in surrounding ourselves with positive minded people, growth oriented people. Okay, so here if you see, today you saw the theme, race, dart, etc. So I think now it's time for me. 1 second now, please. I think I should also get into the race mode because hope you can hear me, because these people are motivating me. I should not remain behind, even though I don't have muscles like Monish, but I am going to dart and into the future. I'm going to enter the race, all thanks to our Toastmasters ma'am. She told we need to be in the race, and when you are in the race, you need to change the shoe also, right? You should wear sportswear, only then I can dart. Grammarian, I'm using the word of the day. Hope you'll give me points. Chocolate. I didn't hold the mic. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. So I bought some power shoes to get into the race mode. Yeah. Okay. Hope I don't get careful. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, now I am in the race mode. Okay, ready? So next point. Okay, now we are all set. Pritika, we have to work on our muscles. Whenever I look at Pritika, I feel good because she doesn't have biceps. I also don't have biceps. Thank you. Okay, so second one is, in Toastmasters we don't have any criticism. So then you may say, how will we grow? Actually, you will have to go back to your childhood. When you were a baby, when you were trying to walk, did your father say, Kaushik, idiot, you're not like Usain Bolt, run like Usain Bolt, walk? Did he say that? He'll say, Chellam, darling, come, right? Yeah. only encouragement, but feedback he will give. If you're falling, he'll say, you'll not say idiot and all. Hold on to sofa, Chalam. Hold on to sofa softly. Okay? So this is what Ralph Smedley says. Give feedback, but positive. Like our parents, grandparents gave when we were aged 6 months to 2 years. After 2 years, they started calling us idiot, donkey, monkey, everything. What about Ram's son? He's having A grade in LKG. You're not having A grade, all that started. But till then, they were calling us sweet names, right? So we need to go back to that mood. No gentle feedback. Okay, thank you. Free 15, right? 20. Okay. Third one is free one-to-one mentor. Now, if you see, I just told you about Toastmaster Anandan. There are a lot of other talented people here. Kaushik is an entrepreneur. Ma'am is a psychologist, clinical psychologist. Now, you know, psychologists are very expensive. If you want to talk to them for 10 minutes, they'll say, first GPay 1,000 rupees, then I'll talk to you. If you want to talk 30 minutes, how much, ma'am? 2,000. Okay, like that. But if she's a Toastmaster, she's your mentor. She will take your call for 1 hour, listen to you, give you feedback. Are you getting? Toastmaster Anandan, he's an entrepreneur, successful businessman. He's flying to US on Monday. But if you are his mentee, he'll say, yes, Pritika, tell me what help you want. 1 hour, 2 hours he'll spend with you. You got it? Free one-to-one mentoring, and that too you can have n number of mentors here, not only one. You can have ma'am, Anandan sir, Toastmaster Kaushik, KS, anyone. You just choose whom you want, even from other clubs. There's no limit to the mentors. Only thing is you should not go mental with feedback from multiple mentors. One will say do this, one will say do that. So starting time, I would say go with one mentor for leadership, one mentor for communication. And as you grow older, keep in Toastmasters, hire more mentors. That's what I do. The fourth one is improved self-confidence. I told you my spine did not become straight, but after playing president role of Infosys Club, I started walking straight. And also one more thing, my husband said I started wearing matching clothes. Before, as a developer, I was a project manager who looks at shawl, chudar color when you are having IT delivery. You're waking up, rushing to cash. So I used to wear blue chudar, black shawl, white or yellow bottom. But after Toastmaster president role, we start becoming conscious of the image, because you are not just you. You're representing a prestigious brand which is present in 148 countries. The HR managers value all these certificates. All the certificates that you get, HR say, oh, you got Toastmaster certificate. CEOs tell me, oh, you are a Toastmaster, 10 years you've been in Toastmasters. They look at you with respect. Now you need to dress up better, right? Branding. So everything will change the moment you join Toastmaster, except for getting bicep. For that you have to go for gym only. No other. Last is improved ability to persuade, influence, negotiate and do self-branding. And of course the last one is getting lot of vitamin A. Doctors or anyone from medical fraternity, Dr. Karim, right? It is not vitamin A for eye. This is vitamin appreciation, and vitamin R is vitamin recognition. So we get vitamin A and vitamin R so much in this club, right? Pritika, you agree? She's the newest member. We all keep clapping, right? Yeah, wonderful. We'll go to the next slide now. Yes, we'll move to the next slide, yeah. Next slide, yeah. Yes, so we'll just go back. A slide back, yeah. So what we see is when we start coming to this club, just by giving a speech, change will not happen. As I said, change will happen only in the public speaking front. When you become VPM, SA, Sergeant at Arms, Treasurer, Secretary, VP Ed, or any of the other roles in the club, ExCom officer roles, only then that spine starts changing. That means the confidence starts building, because only then leadership skills you start picking. Okay, for example, let's look at VP, previous slide, yeah. VP PR role. VP PR creates posters. He puts ads in Facebook, Instagram, etc. Now when you do that, I did that for Infosys. I thought the moment the club gets some one award, talk up Toastmasters, immediately we are creating a poster. So when I was working in Infosys, I thought when I get a certification also I could create a poster, no? Manju create. I started putting in LinkedIn. I got it and sent a mail to my manager. I thank my team members also. Thanks to your support, thanks to manager's guidance. Always you should do that, Pritika. Thanks to manager's guidance, managers like God. If you are in a private company, but if you are a government company, it's chill. So maybe if Kaushik is your manager, it should be okay. So you should say thank you manager, thank you team, and then put your achievement. Okay, so I learned branding because I thought how to brand yourself. It's very I felt embarrassed to be very frank. But after doing VPPR role in Toastmasters, I realized then we can put for talk up Toastmasters. Why can't I put for my certifications? Okay, so we start becoming more and more confident, and then we start branding ourselves in a better manner. We'll go to the next slide. Okay, now I started playing VPM role. VPM is membership role. Today you saw me. I'm not VPM of the club, but I said hi everyone, welcome to this club, etc., etc., etc. That's part of my VPM role. But good thing is after this role, I also learned to negotiate with people. I'll tell okay what is the fees, etc. Now they'll say fees. Okay, then I'll say see it's only 10 rupees per day. 20 rupees, don't you have 10 rupees also? Nowadays, even Pichakaran, beggars want 10 rupees in India. Seminar, for your information, it's not like Ireland, Indian beggars want minimum 10 rupees. That's what they're asking. So when that is the rate, why can't we invest 10 rupees for our own growth? 10 rupees per day, it's not major, right? 10 or 20 rupees, 30 rupees per day we are investing. So with that, I learned to negotiate with people, to convince people, to read people, assess people. We'll go to the next slide. So I learned also to negotiate. So what happened is my manager had some problem because once I became VPM, I started going to him and said, "Can you give me promotion?" I started going shamelessly because I'm doing to all the guests. No, I said, "Can you give me promotion?" He said, "Promotion? Okay, this year we are not having quota budget. Parliament, this is happening. Petrol price went up. So what?" Then I said, "Okay, if not promotion, can I have salary hike?" In negotiation, you should always have a plan B. Salary hike, sir. Am I right? Yes, you start with big amount. Go to a vegetable market. They will tell you how to negotiate. So ask bigger amount. Then next salary hike. Then he said salary hike is not within my control. It's with HR, which is unit head, CEO, CXO, board of directors, etc. Then I said, sir, can I at least get an award? By then he understood that this girl is not going. This lady will not go back. Something has changed. What changed? Toastmasters. Okay, so then what? Guess what? I did get my award. Got it? But if I had gone and asked award, do you think he would have given me? Nothing. So ask. Same thing I tried with my husband. When I got married 21 years back, I said, can we go to Kulu Manali? He didn't even take me to Ooty. He took me to Mahabalipuram beach. Now you know what I ask? Can we go to US trip? We have limited life, no? That you only live once. Zindagi na milegi dobara. So I said, can we go to US? 3 people. 3 people, Manju, 3 people. You go alone. No, family trip. Then we said, okay, Singapore? No. Finally, UAE trip succeeded. So where I wanted to go? UAE. You understand? Always in negotiation, ask more. So when you are negotiating with guests, usually we ask, can you sign up for 2 years? Make the payment for 2 years. Now he'll say, 2 years payment I can't do. So 1 year payment, no. Then 6 months he will pay. Yeah, because he knows the value of Toastmasters. Thank you. So what happens is, by playing all these roles, just have a look only. We will become, instead of managers, we'll become coaches. Next slide. If you're playing the role of president, Kaushik, instead of becoming a boss, he will become a leader who coaches the people on goodwill. Leads not by using authority, leads by influence. He will give vitamin A and vitamin R lots. He may not give salary, but at least awards he will get from him. And also deals with conflicts, generates enthusiasm. Basically, your entire leadership style will change. Your personality will change. After some time, your own husband, my own parents ask me, something you have learned, black magic, something. Because now if my mother and father says, first they told me marry this guy, I had to marry him. Now something they ask, I go and hug my mother. You're so nice, you're the best mother. Where did you learn all these techniques? Okay, not black magic. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Yeah, next slide. Next slide, yeah. So basically, you can gain by attending at least Toastmasters once a month and by taking on roles and at least give one speech in 3 months. Okay with you? And then, of course, step outside of your club, Kaushik and other leaders. And lastly, take on XCOM roles because only by XCOM roles you will get that leadership muscles, not Monish muscle, leadership muscle, which we need to use in our career and for our business. In fact, by using Toastmaster skills, I became the first person in my family to start a business and I succeeded in surviving the COVID. When COVID came, my mother said, see, you are having loss. I said, Ambani is also having loss, 500 crore. Why should I quit? Now my business is successful. I became top 100 coaches last year. This week, 15th, I'm going to get second time Times Accent Award Top 100 Coaches. You are the first to know, by the way. Okay? Last, next slide. So, like Indians know, remember, squeeze it. Next slide, next slide, next slide. So, life is a race, and what matters most isn't what when a person is crossing the finishing line, but what all strengths you have gained in that time. Okay, so whom all you have met, what you have learned from them. This is by Jen, by the way. Next slide. It's a race, not against someone. Preetika should not race against Monish. Preetika and Manju, we will see better version of our bicep muscle, our leadership muscle, our communication muscles, not compare with anyone else. Race against time, race against yourself to be your best version, race with values intact, values of integrity, respect, service and excellence. And we will end with if you want to get the most of life, no, enroll yourself in Toastmasters. Next slide. And if you want to enjoy life, you should enroll your friends also because only then that average of 5 will work out. You are joining, bring your friends. If they are trying to pull you back, no, make them also Toastmasters. Then all of you will be in the growth mode and get ready to unleash your best. So why did I put this biryani here? Why did I put this veg biryani here? When you get a biryani, you should share with your friends. Only then joy will increase. So you are in Toastmasters, bring your friends to Toastmasters, work on self-development with the help of your friends. When you grow, no, when I became an author, I thought I can end with that. I thought let me help 100 other people to become authors. Now I'm helping Anandan sir become an author. He will, next 1 year, he will write a book. So let's give him a round of applause. Yes. So like that, let's all help. And in turn, I'm hoping he will give me some business gyan, entrepreneurship gyan. Okay, for free. So thank you so much. And over to the Toastmaster of the day. So life is a race and we should ace the race. Right? How? By darting. Just like our grammarian said.
That was amazing, wasn't it? Wow, wow, wow. I need a moment or so to let all of that seep inside. That was such an amazing, amazing talk. Monish, the next slide, please. Monish. Ma'am, your book I ordered the moment I got to know that you're coming. I went on Amazon and I looked, and when I go home, I think your book would have arrived. I'm really going to read it, and I'm really going to get you people so that you will train a lot of people to put their thoughts into books, because books, they never go. You may leave the world and your thoughts will still remain for generations to read and glean from your life. And thank you so much, ma'am. And I like the title of one of your book. It was called Lady with a Magic Lamp. There's a woman because we work in the hospital, we know that there's a lady with a lamp who's Florence Nightingale. Yeah, this is a lady with a magic lamp. I like that. And I think this quote is for you. You've tasted success, and thank you for sharing that with us. And we are really, really looking forward to our association with you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time.
She's also a lady with those special qualities, but in a different topic.
Yes.
Lady with the lamp. Nightingale is in one sphere, and this lady with the magic lamp is in another sphere, in education line. I already read the book.
Okay. We've had our starter and we've had our main course. Now we're going to the dessert, okay, for which I'm going to call upon our table topics master, Toastmaster Kareem. Monish, Kareem's slide, please.
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay. Over to you. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Table topic is the most fun part of the Toastmaster meeting. Here, I will give you a topic or a question, and you need to speak at least for 1 minute and maximum for 2 minutes. Table topics also helps you to develop your impromptu speaking, which is useful in the interviews mostly because they will ask you the random question and you need to answer on the spot. So also the guest can also participate in this. First, I would like to call the member of the Toastmaster to participate. Any members? Yes, sure. No. Toastmaster Anand sir, why do you think is India ready to host the Olympics in 2036? Do you think is India ready to host Olympics in 2036? To Toastmaster Anand sir. Do you think is India ready to host Olympics in 2036? Yes.
Good evening, everybody. Olympics is the most prestigious event any country would love to conduct, and it is high time we conducted it. And the present political scenario shows that we are on top in so many spheres, in personal growth, in country growth, in economical growth, and in scientific growth, technology growth, and all those things. So again, it is true that we also grow in sports, even though we lack a lot in. We are way behind the Olympics in sports, but nothing is hard, nothing is impossible, nothing is not achievable. The 2036 is a very long time to go, and when we think about it today, 100%, 101%, we surely can start it and conduct the Olympics in 2036 with all loved people of the country, and the sports personnels and the bureaucrats and politicians and the sports lovers. Let us set a aim, a goal, and dart towards opening the 2036 Olympics. And I'm sure Toastmasters, Rotary Club, Lions Club, and all the other clubs will support them and support the country, and the politicians see the massive support, and they will definitely host it. And once we host it, by the time we host the thing, I think there will be lots and lots of people practicing to achieve gold, silver, and bronze medal in briefly about 12 years time we got. So I think some of you start practicing for any particular event and try to win gold for India and bring laurels to India. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your thoughts. Now, I
I would like the just to participate. Anyone want to volunteer? Just any just for in the online also. If anyone want to volunteer, any just
People in offline.
Newcomers can give it a try. Yeah, yes. We
It's
got a
not audible.
We got a volunteer.
So okay.
Next.
Hemina ma'am, who is your favorite sports person and why? Who is your favorite sports person and why?
Her inviting me here. My favorite sports person when I was young, admired by Sachin Tendulkar. But afterwards, I didn't get that opportunity to say that cricket. But recently, I watched that cricket. In that cricket, so many people were playing in that match. As an Indian, we were living in another country, so we are living in another country. I was so happy about that match. Particularly, I loved Sachin Tendulkar match because when he was young, he came to this field and he so many matches, empowered matches, created awareness, and the people got some love through the cricket because the reason for Sachin Tendulkar. So when I was studied at 12th standard, still I remember that incident. I was ready to write my 12th standard exam, but I got slapped my mom because I was sitting in front of the TV. So still I remember that incident. I got low mark only in accountancy exam because I watched Sachin Tendulkar game. Still I remember those things in my life. But recently, as a mom, I didn't get that much time to watch such kind of the match. If I get, definitely I'll watch. And yeah, that's it about Sachin Tendulkar. I spoke a lot about Sachin Tendulkar, I think so. Thank you so much once again. Over to you.
Thank you so much for your part. And now I would like to call on the guest. Why is sports not a popular career option in this country? Why is sports not a popular career option in the country?
Sports it's a mainly thing about India and our country. The sports, when you join the sports, we want to achieve the sports, we want to join the government job. So many people try to think when I achieve this, any sports like cricket or any sports, any athlete. When I achieve this goal, we will get the job in government or in education institutes. Directly, government institutes easily get the job in sports. So that's many people that not aware of the any athletic group. Why India achieved the gold in Olympics or any country because of the sports awareness. Only people think about whenever you achieve the sports, easily get any opportunity like government college seats and government job. That's only people think. That people not think about that Dhoni also is working as a government employee. Then he left the job and go into the Indian cricket. So many people not aware about that sports. So you only get the government job. You only think about last retired. You only stay in the government job. So sports only is not aware of any in India. It's very rare people only understand the sports is a better career. But some people only think about it's a better job in government place in sports. Thanks.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you so much. And anyone want to volunteer? Anything? Why cricket is more popular than the national game of India? why cricket is more popular than the national game of
It's a very tricky and nice question to answer. Why cricket is so popular than hockey? So, what is that? Everybody we see guys playing cricket because the space requirement is very less when you go for cricket, and all you need is two people to play, a bowler and a batsman. That's enough to play cricket. Whereas when you want to play hockey, you need to hunt for people, and practically it's not possible. And in India, we have space constraint, and even in schools, the ground, what should I say, the space for playing games is very limited. Most of the schools doesn't have so much of space, and we go for cricket over hockey. And now in India we are addicted to cricket because the way it's been projected and the game is under the limelight. And I think that way people are very passionate about cricket and they love the sport, and the popularity status, it's much better than the players who are playing hockey. So I think these are the few things that has been said. Thank you.
Thank you for your thoughts. You want to volunteer in the online? John
I think John is going to stay with him.
Oh, yeah. John, Adu Balaji, Pooja.
The third one is Ashish. You can play.
Is the rat race in our Indian education system is a good or bad thing? Is the rat race in our Indian education system is a good or bad thing?
Thanks for giving this opportunity. Actually, everyone was reading top related to sports, so I thought to.
No, you can ask if
It's fine. Anyway, I'm a student, so I'm very well aware of education and all. So, I would like to say, actually, it's bad, it's rat race. Because the thinking, in India we have a lot of talent and all. We know that people are able to do a lot of things, even though a lot of people are good sports, a lot of people have different talent. The man was saying she's very good in art, she can paint, so I was saying all that. But still, because they think, see, according to Indian tradition, our civilization formed by dynasty, people they made primary goal. They set up, we have to complete our basic education when we can able to do it, or we are able to gain our basic need, we are able to fulfill. So because of that, it came on our priority, education nowadays, and it's needed for everyone. And so because of that, everyone started focus blindly on that. We have to complete this much. This is our label. If we reach here, then we are able to gain. We are able to fulfill our basic demand. So because of that, everyone started blindly following that. We can say it's a rat race because no one knows what they will do after that. Because most people will say that after 12 or after completing graduation and all, they have to find again some other options. So that I would like to say, rat race is not good actually overall. Yeah, completing education is very good, but even though blindly doing something is not good. So,
Thank you, sir. I would like anyone from online to volunteer. Yeah. Pooja. Yeah. What is your favorite sports and why? What is your favorite sports and why?
So thank you for the wonderful topic, table topic master. Actually, my favorite sport is badminton. I like badminton because we actually aim for an cause and we are putting the cord very perfectly to the center of the bat. That's the only aim. Like we are aiming for hitting and burst eye. So it's very precise. The goal is very precise. That's why I like the game, which is badminton. And also, I play badminton very often and frequently because this helps me to make my mind relaxed when I'm stressed out of any work or any projects, all those stuff, which makes me feel relaxed, both the body and mind. That's why I have the work of badminton. So thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity for presenting.
Thank you, Pooja. Thank you so much for that. And now I would like to give the stage to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, guests and members, for participating. That was so lovely. Thank you, Dr. Karim. And I was so happy to see Pooja from TMI Chennai. She is the one who was like asking for the last couple of weeks, why don't you have it hybrid? I would love to attend your session. So welcome, Pooja. Thank you for being here, and also thank you for participating in the table topics. So now we are going on to a very, very serious thing. Okay, now even dessert is over. Now we have to go and work. Okay, work. For which I'm going to call the call the general evaluator to come on stage and take over.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So now we are going to a most important segment in every Toastmasters meeting, and that's the evaluation. So firstly, let me start with this speaker's evaluation. So I'll be the first speaker evaluator, right? So coming to Toastmaster Kaushik's speech. Live dangerous. How many of you wanted to live dangerous after hearing this speech? Great. So that was the message that impacted every one of us, right? So very well delivered Toastmaster Kaushik. So ladies and gentlemen, let us see what are the things that we can learn from Toastmaster Kaushik's speech. So first of all, you could see that he has used props, right? You could see that he has kept a painting and he showed it to all of you, and he also used the chat, right? So these things will always attract the people who are listening to, and it will right away engage the audience, right? You can always prefer to use props whenever you want to say something to the people in a very clear way, or you want the message to be perfectly delivered. So this is one thing that we can learn from Toastmaster Kaushik. And secondly, I like the way he put the stories in a conversational tone, wherein he was speaking to his sister, where she is saying, mind your own business, Kaushik, and she also said, you are very irritating, right? So this conversational tone, he could have even said like what his sister said, but he put in a very conversational tone, like how his sister will be delivering, right? And the same way, he narrated by himself also, right? So this conversational tone will always improve the quality of his speech. And the third thing is, he also has some humor in the speech where he also mentioned that actually wherein even though K.L. Rahul achieved a lot of things, still her mother wants her to pass the exams, right? So these are small bits of humor that you can implement in your speeches to make your speech reach more to the audience, right? So however, there are a lot of things to recommend in Toastmaster Kaushik's speech. I would like to give a small suggestion that from my side. So firstly, Toastmaster Kaushik, so you really used using prop. I would like to recommend if you are using a prop, maybe I think you could have used you have used chair, right? Maybe you could have kept it on the stage on the side, because it was like you are dragging it and keeping it, right? So if instead of that you could have kept it on the stage, and then people won't be distracted off of that. Okay. And the second thing is that you had that conversational tone wherein you had many stories to communicate with, right? I think you could have improved the voice modulation on that. For example, when you're saying your sister saying you mind your business, you could have told it exactly the way that she said. Like, you could even implement the emotion, like what she exactly said, right? The same way how you reacted to it. So this emotion will create more impact than the words, right? And yeah, so these are the two suggestions that I would like to give. And other than that, to summarize, you had a very great speech with a great message, and you have used props, and you had used dialogues, and you also implemented the humor, and to work upon the voice modulation as well as the handling of the props as well. And yes, that's it. And yeah, let me call the second evaluator. It's Toastmaster Monish.
Excuse me, that's kind of
Okay.
thank you, see you all here. You all, God bless you.
Can we have a quick photo? Yes, we take a photo. So now to take a photo with the pillar to go to US.
Thanks.
We take a photo.
Yeah, lunch from my wife, so I don't want to stop.
You take a photo with
Yes. Yes. Smile. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy journey.
Yes, we do see. Yes.
Thank
you. I hope you bring in a lot of experience and new things to our
So
club.
we in here only, sir. Don't translate.
Yeah. No. With the same language and work, so I just attend. I'll be on online.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Time constraint will be depends. So it will be middle of the night.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Came to see
Yeah.
you and today.
So, Monisha, I'd like to hand over for the evaluation.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Kalaimani, imagining the future and goal setting. Imagining the future and goal setting by Toastmaster Kalaimani. So we all agree that it was a very humorous speech. And the one thing that attracted me towards Kalaimani sir is that his energy. He is always full of energy from the starting, not even within the stage, even outside the stage itself. So let's get into his content. First of all, we can see his energy from his good morning itself. He started with that good morning everybody. So that set the tone for the speech itself. So that was a great thing, sir, to have energy throughout the speech, not within the stage, even outside. And story. So if we remember Raghavan sir's that word, speak, the first important thing he talked about story means speech is that story. So in every speech, even in table topics, sir used to have a story in it. So story, that was one thing. And eye contact. Throughout his speech, he was good at eye contact. He covered everybody right from the left to the education speaker. And use of stage as well. So he used to stage all this throughout the speech. Most importantly, it was humorous. We all struggle with humorous part, but he carries out it very well. And hand gestures as well. His hand gestures what? It's other than that, and of course, he takes that as well. So every speech can be improved, and Kalaimani sir as well. The first thing that I see he can improve on it, emotional thing, which I also struggle with. He can. So when he stated that I did not achieve goal, could have stated using some voice tone as well. I did not achieve. So like that. So that voice modulation and emotional thing, it can be improved. And then some filler was there here and there, and it can be improved also. And as Raghavan sir said, in speak, pause. So you can have some pauses in your speeches. And with respect to content, every speech is based on its content. Sir gave an important acronym, SPEAK, SMART, so which we can
easily remember and implement in our day-to-day life. So, to summarize, it was a great speech. He has energy, story, eye contact, use of stage, humorous, and gestures, everything was taken, and some improvements which can be also. Yeah, use of emotions, kind of you can avoid some filler words and some pauses. Thank you. Thank you, evaluator. So, which is now we are going to the overall report of this meeting, right? So, first of all, so I think you all had a great session. For this we have to thank our Toastmaster of the day who came up with a very interesting thing. So, firstly, I think we could all congratulate him for giving a dress code for us, right? We had never thought we would be having a Toastmaster meeting in this particular dress code. So, thank you so much, Caroline, for that. And in this entire meeting, we could see how how really she engaged everyone with her content and the way she cheered the people and the way she delivers and the way she asks the questions, right? So these are some things that we can learn from Toastmaster Caroline to make your hosting program more engaging, right? So great job, Toastmaster Caroline. Now moving on to the table topic master. So table topic master for today is Toastmaster Kareem. So he clearly mentioned what table topics, where table topic is going to be helpful. Like he said, interview. So not only interview, like when you are discussing on a group, when someone pushes you and asks, hey, tell me about this or answer this, right? So you will be put on a situation and people will be listening to you, right? So that is where table topic will be really helpful and you can improve your impromptu speaking skills, right? And secondly, well, we have a Toastmaster Ananda and Toastmaster seminar for the members of the club. Sorry, Toastmaster who delivered the speech. They did a fantastic job. And we also see that guest Sundararaman and Sundarajan, sorry, guest Sundarajan and guest Ramesh and guest Ashish. So to say all these three speakers, I didn't see like they are getting to Toastmaster for the first time or getting to stage for the first time, because I felt they are really confident. Especially when Ash is speaking, I felt he was completely silent through the entire meeting, and when he gets on the stage, I felt he is so comfortable. And the same for Ramesh and the same for Sundarajan as well. So both three of you have done a very good job. So kudos to three of you. And moving on to my tag team, yes. So the tag team, they have done a very good job, wherein Toastmaster Kritika had played the role of timer, when she clearly explained what are those time limits, and she also, she came up with the cards that she's shown, like at what minute, what card will be shown, right? This is a very good idea that we can all choose when we are presenting the introduction of a timer. Great job, Toastmaster Kritika. And the R counter. Toastmaster Kareem. Yeah. So Toastmaster Kareem, he did the role of R counter. I think you all must have clearly known now what is the importance of role of R counter in a Toastmaster meeting, right? Because whenever we are thinking something, we usually say, or we will just repeating the same words, right? So that's why we have the role, and I hope you understand it. And Toastmaster Kareem has done a great job with this introduction. So Toastmaster Kareem, kudos to you. And moving on to the third tag role, that's the grammarian. So the grammarian has came up with a very interesting word of the day, and I think a lot of people have used the word of the day. Kudos to every one of you. Yeah, we can give it that. And I like the way he came up with the presentation, but unfortunately he was not able to present it on screen. But he came up with the presentation. We should definitely appreciate his dedication for that. So thank you, Toastmaster Monish. And moving on to the news master, who is Toastmaster Kareem. I think you would have all now know what is currently happening, right? So he picked the right news and he delivered on the stage, and he made us aware of what is happening around us. So thank you for that, Toastmaster Kareem. And I think I have covered almost everyone. Yeah, the evaluator, which is Toastmaster Monish. So Toastmaster Monish, he right away when he gets onto the stage, he congratulated the speaker, and he's followed the sandwich method of saying the positives first, and then the recommendations, and he also summarizes as well. So I like the way how he said the positive, like he gave the examples. But I think I didn't give the examples for the suggestions. When you said people would speak, pause and give a silence, right? So you would have given an example where you can pick from Toastmaster collecting speech, like where it can be more impactful, right? When you give examples to people, they will really agree to what you're what you're trying to say. So you can implement that way when you're giving evaluation. Other than that, you do a fantastic job. And I think I have covered everyone. Yes. With this, I will like to hand over the Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Bharat. Now with this, I think we are short of time, so we're going to hand over the stage now to the presiding officer. And so I would like to call up Kaushik on stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster. So we had a wonderful session so far, especially with ma'am, and we never have hybrid sessions in Vellore Toastmasters Club. Hybrid sessions are sessions with people online. We never do this here, and we did it because ma'am was coming. A lot of people requested, not just from your side, but also people from Chennai. They requested, Carolyn, we want to watch. Therefore, we had that. So beautiful session. So first, we have shared link for ballot counters. So basically, so it's a link shared in the guest group. It will be there. Please vote for the best role player, speaker, as well as tag role players. So as we all vote, can we have feedback from guests? 1 or 2 words about the session and what do you think about it? So we can start with you.
The session, the way it's been organized, the content is shared, and everything is very a lot of learning happened to us, and what we expected and what we really felt here was totally different. And whoever played their role, and it was very evident about the hard work they have put in. And I was very amazed with the 2 speeches that we did, Kaushik and Kalai. The amount of effort that has gone in, and it's not so easy without any audiovisual support to be on the stage and deliver a talk for 6-7 minutes and keeping the audience intact and undivided attention. That is very difficult. So it was goosebumps for me to just have because Kaushik was too good for me, and I was just admiring him, the way he carried himself, the flow he handled, and I have made a commitment for myself. I should also hold the stage like this. So everything's learning for us, and whatever minute things that you have, grammarian and general evaluator, the 8%, she was very keen on just showing way tasks to people, and everybody was diligent in doing their tasks. And a lot of learning that happened, as Madam said. It is not only the stage fear that is going to be eliminated, the leadership qualities that are going to be enhanced, improved, and it will help us wherever we are. As a student, as an employee, as an entrepreneur, the leadership will play a great role by handling certain responsibilities here, and it is a stage where the forum where we can unleash our potential. And initially we will have some hesitation to talk freely, but over a period of time and with the kind of support and with the kind of people who are there to motivate you, who are there to support you, and who will give you a gentle criticism, that is where we lack everywhere, somebody who can just gently put across our negatives. So that way, this forum is a great platform. Initially I contacted Kaushik just for my son. Because he had his exam today, I told him, see, you go and write your exam, I'm going to Toastmasters as a guest, I'll come back and you're going to join. Now I'm going to join. So I'm going to get my son. So It's not that because it is the content, it is the way it's being organized attracts people. And because I've been searching frantically of any such activity that will happen in Vellore, and luckily I found it on Facebook yesterday, and immediately I just contacted Kaushik, and so my dream has come true. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's actually, once you become a Toastmaster in about 3 months, 2 months, you learn to own the stage, grab everybody's attention. So it's a very short span of time that you learn that. Thank you for your feedback. So can we have from you?
Mostly ask everyone to vote again.
So then send another link so we can vote again and we can have feedback.
Thanks everyone. It was really very exciting. Actually, all this thing we had these activities. We did everything perfect manner, and I heard everything. I didn't think like with this bunch of people we can plan everything and we can execute it at the same manner and we can keep it as a spirit of. But it happened. I think yesterday I was scrolling the Facebook page and I found it now was there. And this Bharat name was there, some first place. I think some doing this content speech is very good. So I like first itself by seeing like okay what people's hand. I see actually how you want to do it. So I was really very enthusiastic and I had a fun and even I learned also a lot of things and definitely you can say this is master we right for quality and encourages people's
Thank you. Thank you, Ashish. So could we have from you?
Good evening, sir. Toastmaster, yesterday I seen the Facebook and Instagram. So I called the Bharat. The Toastmaster Club is online on that offering. But I think it's not just a forum, just want to think about speaking people. But after attending the program, I really confident about my leadership skills and competencies. So I want to take this group for next level for my career. Like I'm in sales career, so I'm in sales for more than 10 years. So this forum is better for me for my growth. So in future, it's a better opportunity. So this is a good day for me. So I never expected. So this kind of people are encouraging some kind of words. Everyone speak in a very better manner. You treat people. Whenever come, you treat every people is a good kind of polite and kind of people is that. It's a very this forum is will support in my growth. So once I asking, it's a future growth is Toastmaster. So my target is what I want to speak in TEDx. So I want to. I tried to more than years I tried, but where the platform is there. Only I watching a video on YouTube. So how many TEDx people are speaker. So I attend every week only I speak any TEDx speaker. So, but I tried, so it's possible I will go to TEDx, I'll attend the TEDx program. I only think, but that platform, my dream is come to in TEDx speaker. So, thanks Toastmaster.
Thank you, sir. The right person is right here, sitting next to you. So, thanks for the feedback. So, we've received results from the ballots. So, I'd like to request Wrestling Toastmaster Manjuki Manohar on the stage and honor the winners with the award.
Is it president's prerogative to
No. Yes.
I have put on my running shoe because I think after this they may ask us to do a race outside.
Hopefully, Carolyn doesn't do that. So, since we're short on time, I'll just read out the people who have won, and slowly one by one they can come. Could we have the last one? So, the best evaluator, Toastmaster Bharat.
Toastmaster Bharat.
The best role player, Toastmaster Carolyn. The best speaker, Toastmaster me.
Toastmaster Kaushik.
And yes.
So, Toastmaster
Just
Bharat. Look at me. Toastmaster Bharat. Toastmaster Carol.
She's taking a picture.
Toastmaster Carolyn. Next time we want best TV speaker from online. Best speaker, Toastmaster Kaushik. I think KS sir, if he had told about that, what happened after the final Oh, very good. Best table topic speaker goes to 3 people. Toastmaster Ashish, guest Ashish, guest Ramesh, and Toastmaster Anandan. I think this is a very rare day where 3 people are sharing the honors.
Come on stage.
Yes.
This actually does not happen.
Yeah.
This
Only
is
one
very.
person gets it.
Yeah. You can come on stage and.
So Toastmaster Ramesh, guest Ramesh, future Toastmaster. Thank you so much, President.
Just a minute. Could you say a few words about the club and experience of it?
I feel very energized by the theme itself. When we say race and the word of the day is that, right? And then when you put on this, I don't know, the shoes and the kind of whistle they are having, the kind of attire they are having, it's a highly energizing theme. And of course, all Toastmasters meetings we feel energized, but this was exceptionally energizing. What do you say? You felt, I think the guests are all feeling happy, right? We feel energized, and even once I put on the shoes, now I feel like running. It's like we should have a race outside, but this race is against ourselves to be our best versions. And I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Kaushik, the presiding officer, the president, Toastmaster Bharat, the ITV, immediate past president, and the entire ExCom team for a fabulously organized meeting, and also for the great PR work you have done on Facebook, Instagram. Because all the guests were speaking about that, they were raving about it. That's really good to know, because someone watching your poster on Facebook and Instagram and hearing of the club, I think that's what all clubs dream of. So congrats to you, and also kudos to you for organizing this in the hybrid mode. It's not easy, but they say, like Nelson Mandela said, it all seems impossible until you do it. So now you have made it possible, right? Yeah, so there's nothing called impossible for a Toastmaster in our dictionary. So we together, we make it possible. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. So thank you, and more thanks for coming all the way from Chennai especially. So we're very happy, and all our members were happy that when Bharat said that you agreed to come, we were all very happy, especially lady over here. So thank you. And so I'm sure you must know that this one is a place for learning. That is one thing, and it's also a place for leadership. As soon as I joined Toastmasters, I was here about 11 months ago. And as soon as I joined, after about 4 months, I was thinking, every time I recommend this club or this organization to people, I say, you need to be a Toastmaster for at least 2 years so that you become a whole speaker. But once I took a leadership role, as what you said, it changed. Toastmasters for 2 years, president role compulsory in order to become a proper person. Because playing this role is not just this role, but any other role in the area or the conference role is different, because in life we employ people, or you might be administrating people. There is a financial amount to it, so there's easy authority. But here it's not like that. We're not paid here. Just a disclaimer. So you need to learn a style of leadership that encourages people, shares that same vision, and energizes people up to work. That's a different kind of leadership that we do not follow elsewhere. It's all very, So you learn another form of leadership which is very effective in the outside world, in your other space. I have seen that happen. So members, fight for the president role next time. And yes, once you do join, it will be a phenomenal chance not just for public speaking, but as well as for leadership. And we have a special discount of 5% if you enroll today. That's something that we have. So with that, since we are late on time, I'd like to make another announcement before we close. We have our next meeting in the next week at the same time, and I've also shared our competition date, 10th March. So I request all our members to work hard because I think we can win a lot of awards. So with that, thank you and a beautiful session. Congratulations to all. Let's all assemble for a group picture here and then we can go. Let's assemble here for a group picture.
Everybody do Usain Bolt. Yeah. Usain Bolt. I think they do this. Or they do this.
In fact, all roles are good. Even Sergeant at Arms, the role with which she started to do. Actually, the international person, Indian origin from Sri Lanka, he started off with Sergeant at Arms. Every role you learn something. Having pressure, always
I think few of us can sit as well. Bharat, you, me, Munish, maybe the biceps. So could you come this side? I think Karim, we four of us can sit down. This one.
It's this.
Yeah, something like this.
This.
Yeah, that's all. One hand.
One hand.
Yeah, just see when the camera is ready.
I'm putting time on it.
And this next person is getting covered.
Two more. Oh, it did. And looks amazing.
Wow.
Nice. Selfie. God bless.
And we used to thank Kaushik's father for this amazing training. All over this.
That's not the button.
Oh, Lada.
Once again, it's on time.
Yeah, yeah.
Muay Thai.
Kaushik, take from my
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. How will you do? Thanks for coming. Next week, okay?
அதுதான் சார் எதுக்கு ரொம்ப
எந்த மாதிரி பிக் அவருக்கு தெரியும் இந்த மாதிரி ரொம்ப
ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் காஃபி டே ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் ஆக்சுவலி ஃபோட்டோ ஷூட்டிங் அவங்கெல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் ப்ரொஃபஷனலாக கேபிங் நம்ம சென்னையில் படிக்கிறோம்.
Prepare 2 certificates, like for both of them. 2 certificates individually. For Ashish and Ramesh, 2 certificates. 1 certificate they cannot take, right? Yeah. Just take some more certificates and do it. Yeah. I'll ask Monish to go.
This person
Keep it saying.
I kept on ordering coffee and then I take one more.
157.
157. Coffee. Otherwise they'll ask me to leave.
Thank you so much for your performance. Actually, I got something to do.
So all the best to you. And to see, more ladies. Yeah, more ladies. I think we need 2 ladies in the program. Also.
Actually, she made both our siblings to join this.
Bharat, I told you, everybody system.
Yeah.
Online member. Actually, I called that other lady. She's in Vellore at her husband's place. She was here in the break. So if you put it online, she will
Discuss that.
her name is Punita. She's a woman. But after marriage, because of child, she not able to go for job. Sometimes it's your own thoughts. My son was in 10th. I called him and my son is in 10th. I should not get away. Just call him. Oh, I can only do this. But when you have a coach, you think yeah. So I work with two ways. I want to answer both. They want to. I work with children also. I work with CEOs and corporate because I don't like to be serious. I like to joke. So sometimes CEOs and all very serious. I work with youngsters. But at 45 but one more is that
I can't find my cards. I will able to tell you.
You need to take care of your children. Children and Children's college fees. So you need to earn save work. Because just go.
Anybody saw a spare
That's not the case with the at that age depending on
Calvin, you found the key? Calvin forgot where she kept the key.
that's clear.